Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
What up, it's Friday, bitches? Welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast. Good to see y'all. Got a nice little weekend coming up. Very excited about it. There's a lot of good sporting stuff that has got me all jazzed. I am a little dreading the Heat game tonight. I don't think it's going to go well.
Uh-oh.
But, who knows?
Can they lose it all tonight?
Yes, it could be over tonight.
Okay.
That could be it. So we'll see. They got some key injuries, and their youngest player is apparently banging a bunch of Instagram models. So there's a
get it
few
together.
things that are, yeah, kid's 20.
I mean, can you blame him?
Yeah. I stop myself fast when I try to be slightly even the least bit critical of this kid. But
walk a mile in his Louboutins.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do? But we got that. The Canes game take on Clemson, number one Clemson. And, I mean, hey, if everything, it could be an amazing weekend. If the Heat would win tonight, if the Canes upset Clemson, it would, Cannon wins in the French Open. I mean, there's a lot of great things that could happen. So I am optimistic, but South Florida is not favored this weekend going into these contests.
I think they moved Panda's Buffalo game to Tuesday. Is that right?
They did. Yeah, they did. There was a COVID stuff is going on. It's affecting the NFL, and they have probably the most money and the best testing features possible. But there was a workout that had happened with the Tennessee Titans that they shouldn't have had outside the facilities, and that apparently was what spread it. I think gyms still are a place where you could pick it up.
Yeah, they said don't work out, and the guys went and worked out anyway.
Yeah, and they brought it back, and so they're having to postpone that a couple days. Not as bad as FAU, though. 6 games postponed because of COVID.
Damn.
Wow.
That's crazy. I mean, 6 games, that's half of your season.
COVID's a real bitch.
It is. It's just, it's just messing a lot of stuff up.
Just the headache of it is what I'm saying. I mean, obviously we get that the terribleness of the disease, but just the bullshit that comes along with it's very annoying.
Yeah.
I was annoyed this week by not being here. It fucked my whole week up.
Well, I think you're seeing what hopefully is going to change quickly. What needs to be readdressed is how we're doing the quarantining and the testing. I think testing will save that. If you can start getting that negative test, I know in my High State Buckeyes, they play in the Big Ten, and if they get a positive test, they're out 3 weeks, 3 games. And you're just like, okay, why? Like, you're not contagious for 21 days. Like, where are we getting this number from? So to me, if you're taking the tests, and we have to have a better system where we can get people plugged back in, you want to make sure they're not contagious. But if you're not contagious.
Well, let's say you get COVID, you test positive. Okay, one day you test negative, the next day you test positive, and then 3 days later you test negative again. Is it possible it just kind of got out of your system and you're not contagious anymore? Because I know they did that 10-day, you got to do 10 days. You have to do 10 days.
10 days is kind of like in fact, I think there's even a shorter window for when you're really contagious. And they're finding out, too, that a majority of the people that get it aren't really that contagious at all. In fact, remember that stat where, what was it, like, I don't have it in front of me, it was like 8% are spreading it 60 or doing 60% of the spread.
Yeah, most people weren't spreading it.
Right, 71% I think weren't even really contagious. It was like that small little,
because
slice.
Their load wasn't big enough.
Yeah, so getting more and more information, that's why this is a novel virus. So if we find out more about it, we can really hopefully get to a point where we're like going, dude, you're a super spreader. You need to chill.
Well, shit, I hugged you during the apex of your corones and I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I hugged you.
Yeah, I don't, my possible tally is Virginia, Suits, and I don't know if really anybody else that I have and possibly our engineer, possibly. That would have been, maybe I have 3 to my credit. But I do know a longer list of people that did. You, Jay Bird, Denny's, 4 people I had a meal with.
Your
son,
wife,
mother-in-law, kid, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so there was a lot more people I didn't give it to than I did give it to.
And we don't know if the witch didn't give it to you.
We don't know, but if you're trying to rack up my possible people I shared my lovely disease with, that's it. Regardless, it's still a much shorter list of who I gave it to, and that's even being optimistic and giving me credit for, a lot of COVID cases.
Wouldn't that be some shit? During Virginia law, Virginia's the one that actually gave COVID. That's amazing.
nothing is certain.
That's an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say with 100% certainty that I didn't give it to you.
And I will tell you, too, because there has been a judgment that's come. If you get COVID, it's because you're irresponsible. And just in the last day, between social media posts and even conversations, people who were like Virginia law that got COVID, and they're like, I have no idea how. And I'm telling you, this thing will get anybody, anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter. It's still a highly contagious disease. And I think at the end of it, because it's not going anywhere anytime soon, a majority of people are going to wind up getting it. Like I keep saying, under the age of 70, you got over a 99% survival rate of this thing. So that's all good. But I think eventually it's coming for you, bitch.
You're so right, though, about the whole judgment. Oh, if you got COVID, you clearly are just an irresponsible dick. And that's not true. Anybody can. There's a lot of people who aren't going out that get it.
And that's the thing you got to realize, because there are a lot of people that now are really getting it. And even then, that's why I was really surprised, because I hadn't done anything crazy, that had gone on where I thought, okay, I'm definitely going to get it. I'd stopped going to the gym and my body shows it.
Someone on social media was coming after me, trying to make me feel bad when I was, for Monday and Tuesday, I hadn't even tested positive for COVID, and they were calling me irresponsible.
Yeah.
We were telling stories about how I was out in public and I wasn't feeling well, and they go, well, if you're not feeling well and you're out in public, that's what they said.
I know, but you were just trying to figure it out, and you had made a drastic change to your diet, and all the symptoms you were having were directly related to the change you made in your diet.
But it just shows you how Judgy McJudgerson out there is just judging the fuck out of things.
Yeah, at the end of the day, those comments I don't even think about.
I think about everything. I forget nothing. I'm Italian. We lock it all in a little compartment and never forget it.
Shout out to, remember Dean Tendrich? He's in our Facebook.
Yeah.
Love Dean.
He said, Kevin, you're a handsome man. Thank you, Dean.
Well,
Love
from
Dean.
one handsome man to another.
Yeah, he's a very handsome man.
Dean's awesome. I'd see him local around sometimes, out and about. Is he still local?
Oh, yeah. He's still around. Them delicious hurricane wings and all kinds of good stuff.
That's
he used
right.
to be on TV with his handsome mug, and he's still serving up the wings and doing other things. He's got other projects, too.
We love Dean.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He's doing some good stuff.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm. And he said, I love podcasts. You can say all those words like dick. Yeah, see how you can't drop that when you're a weatherman, can you, Dean?
Nope.
No.
I'm sure you wanted to at times.
You
This
can't
fucking
go.
hurricane.
This Hurricane
This
Michael's
hurricane's
a real
a
dick. Yeah. I'd
We've
love
had
to.
a few dick hurricanes.
That is funny. Don't you wish you could get weather like that? Guys, this hurricane's going to be a real
Real
fuck
dick.
face.
Oh, this fucker's going to blow.
I'd love that. You tune in. Holy shit, guys. It's a Category 5. Mm-hmm. I watch that kind of weather.
We're talking about topical sexy Halloween costumes earlier, the ones that people were making. There, you can buy a sexy hand sanitizer, all these kind of like COVID-themed things. And Star sent this in and said, yeah, I was listening to you guys talking about that. And these are Halloween costumes that are hard to make sexy. And she's right. There's some photos there probably going to be hard for you to see and read. But the sexy fetus.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. That's not cool,
Okay.
man. Wow.
Somebody's got a problem.
Winner, chicken dinner. That is totally fucked.
There's another one there. You can see the sexy tampon.
Oh,
The
yeah.
top part's red. It's got a tail out the back end. That's tough.
Doesn't work.
There's sexy poo, where you have you have a turd hat there and you're wearing all brown.
Believe it or not, the sexy poo one might be the best.
Is that doing it
Yeah.
for you?
No.
Yeah. And
You want
then-
to take it to Browntown?
And
Don't
then
lie.
a girl in a hospital gown covered in red dots for sexy late-stage syphilis. That is a hard one to make sexy.
Oh,
so,
boy.
You're right, yeah. You're right. There are some that...
I gotta go with the poop one. Damn it.
You're right. That is the sexiest one.
That's rough.
I think, oddly enough, sexy fetus is the one that makes me feel the weirdest. That'd be
Just
the one
even
I'd be
saying
like,
it.
I'd be like, there's no chance.
Well, the word fetus is kind of
Yeah.
medical too.
Yes.
Couldn't do that. Grant said, yeah, I'm okay with that. Pound Town and Brown Town, I'm good. Sexy poo, no problem. Oh, people are so twisted.
I think people that listen to the podcast are even more twisted.
I love it.
Oh, we need it.
Christina sent an email. She said, my significant other and I were going to be together for almost 3 years this November. I recently broke it off because I felt that we are in two different places in our lives. Also, since the pandemic, we've been long distance and they haven't made an effort to come see me. I'm always the one who takes time off to go see them. Lately, we didn't interact with each other like we did at the beginning of the relationship. For example, if we were on the phone, it just didn't seem like we cared what the other person was saying. Honestly, it was the same conversation every day. Lastly, we've taken 2 breaks to see if that would help, but after a few days, they'd message me to see if I needed more time. I'd love to get your opinion as to if I was wrong for breaking up with them.
No, you're not wrong for breaking up with them.
No.
It sounds like, and this happens sometimes, the fire has just been, it's out. And you guys may not have it for each other, and that's okay.
Yeah, I think that you can just get to that point where you're just, and you know what? There is sometimes in relationships, you're just comfortable and you don't have to have a lot to say. And you're just comfortable being with them and you're happy that they're there. There are other times where you just realize, I got nothing to say to you because there's everything that I would say to somebody you don't care about. And maybe the same for you with me.
The one that hits close to home with me is that email. Talking on the phone when you know it's over, but you're going through the motions and you sense it, but you don't know how to pull the trigger quite yet. It's tough, man. You don't want to be in a passionless, relationship. Mm-hmm. That's not living, baby.
No. It's not. It is tough. So I mean, hey, if you're there and you're not already bogged down with marriage and kids, which makes the decision a lot more difficult. If you're just in the single game and you're just not feeling it, and you're not electric and on fire, and you know this is somebody that you couldn't imagine your life without, then yeah, don't get married. Don't stay with them. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 43. I think the birds missed the window, Virginia.
What window?
Marriage. I think it's over, right?
No, it's never over. Look at David Foster knocking up Catherine McPhee. He's 70.
He's worth $150 million.
Okay, so maybe there's a slight difference between you two.
Of course, shit's all great, and you can have kids. And oh yeah, I'm 70. My kid's 1. I've got $150 fucking million in the bank. Very easy.
Look, don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have.
Am I the only one that hates positive Virginia? Come on, I want negative feedback.
If you had to say, can you put a % chance on, I'm going to give you a couple different things and you give me the percentage positive chance that you get married in your lifetime?
I would say it's at 25%.
25%.
Because I'm open to it if it's the right situation and someone really, I trust, I think, is a big thing, and I think also having a connection with somebody. I'm not against that if it's out there, but I'm gonna go 25%.
Chance you would have your own biological child.
I think that's higher.
Really? Okay.
Yes, because having a kid seems awesome. And that you would like to do that with the right person.
I want a kid, not a wife.
I just want I want the right person. I just see so many people that have kids and they don't like each other, the wife and the husband, and it's nothing but a struggle. They struggle financially, they struggle spiritually, they struggle just with every avenue in their life, and they end up hating each other. I don't ever want to get in a situation like that. I don't think I ever would. So, I think
the number's going down from 25.
it's probably about 8%, Kevin. And the more I talk, I'll put you at 5%. Fuck it. Wants to go out. Boys' night tonight. I'm glad we worked this out.
Yeah.
This is great.
5 feels right.
When I was younger, I thought marriage was supposed to be the thing. And the older I got, just seeing how society's changed a bit.
Yeah.
Marriage isn't like it used to be, I feel.
It's not even necessary. I mean, unless you believe in your religion that a man and a woman and all that. But I mean, if that's not your bag.
And God bless you if you do.
Yeah, God bless you if you do. But if it's not your bag, times they have changed. You don't need to be married to be happy.
If I was to marry somebody, I would have to feel in my heart that they were my best friend. That we click on every level. You know my demons, I know your demons, and we're still good to go.
Well, Denny's is already married.
The female Denny's is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I don't know if that fucker exists.
Jenny's?
I'm looking for Jenny's.
Okay.
Producer Jenny's. What are they? No, I'm cool not dating anybody either. Sometimes you got to be alone. It's okay to be single too. People sometimes think they got to be with somebody all the time. You ever know that person? They keep breaking up with. They'll be with somebody for 3 years, and then they break up, and within a week and a half, there was somebody new
Moved in
for another 3 years, and then they break up, and they have another 4 years. I'm like, what the fuck? Breathe. Take some time for yourself.
What would you say is the % chance that you will live with somebody in the next 5 years? Got a new house possibly on deck?
Oh, bitches would love that house.
I would say I'll put myself at 25 to 8% in between there.
25 to 28%?
8 to 25%.
8 to 25%.
Nothing higher than 25.
Okay.
Yeah, I could live with somebody. I've done it before.
Yeah.
Briefly.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What was her name?
We don't have to get into details. Why are you always trying to make me ruin
Well, I'm trying to refresh myself. Do I know about this girl?
I'll tell you after.
Did you live with her while you were on this show?
Yes, and you guys didn't know any of it. You guys didn't know anything. I didn't tell you guys anything.
Did she move in? Or you
Possibly.
moved in with her?
My place.
Interesting.
How about that?
How long was she there?
It wasn't long.
Whoa, really?
Maybe.
Okay, just a weekend doesn't count.
No, it's longer than a weekend. I would say about 2 months.
2 months?
Yes.
Now, was it because she didn't have a place to stay? Or
She had fallen on hard times.
Oh,
and
they all do.
I know. And that's what I realized. It's a
Welcome to the
trap.
guy in the Braves hat. He's called Hard Times.
They all fall on trickery hard times.
I saw what was happening, and I saw
Yeah.
it developing. I'm like, oh, shit. She got me.
You get caught up in the, yeah. It's like a fly trap, isn't it?
Yeah, but we both realized it wasn't meant to be, and that's good. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a dog instead. Doesn't talk back.
Can't hear you.
You got to stop saying my dog is deaf. My dog is not deaf. My dog is blind. When you make my dog sound deaf and blind, then it sounds like I'm just keeping this dog alive just for my own personal gain, just to torture him. His hearing's great.
Yeah.
I think you're the fucking deaf one. The sweetest creature on the planet. She goes in on Chewy.
I know, right?
That's why it's so fun. It's the same
You are so
philosophy.
evil. God, you're so evil.
This is why sometimes it's fun to pick on Denny's.
Listen to you laugh.
It's the same thing.
No.
Yes, you're blind dog. Fucker.
Got an email here from David. He said, my girlfriend's on a diet and she's losing too much weight and it's making her look older in the face.
That does happen. I've seen it because as you get older, your face starts to sink in a little bit. And if you speed that up by drastic weight loss, like all that puffiness is what fills out the lines. And once you start losing a lot of weight, you can get that sunk in and more wrinkly look. May I suggest a little Juvederm, Restylane, injectables? Go talk to Dr. Rankin.
Or you could just say, fuck it, and be who you are. You lose weight, you get a skinny face. You gain weight, you get a fat face. And be at peace with who you are. Or get the Restylane, whatever you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, Restylane.
It's not what it's called.
It's not.
He says here not to mention her change of diet is making her smell in areas that aren't awesome.
Oh.
What?
Oh, no. A little coot root?
Coot root?
Got that pank stank?
Get that
I think that's it, yeah.
Got that? Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Oh, no. From her diet? I wonder what she's eating.
I don't know.
Hopefully it's not garlic. Ugh.
I tried to bring this up to her the other night, and she got very offended.
Aw.
I told her that I was just concerned that she was losing too much weight, and I told her that I thought that it wasn't healthy for her. So she gets super pissed. We end up having a huge fight, and she accused me of not being supportive. This was 3 days ago, and she's still being very cold towards me. She said that she is not going to stop dieting and that I'm the one with the issues. She said that I need to change my lifestyle, which included me changing my diet. I'm not saying it was an ultimatum, but it kind of felt like that. I don't want to change my diet. There's no need for me to do that. I'm happy with my body and where my health is. We just moved in together right before the pandemic, which is making things even more of a strain. Am I a jerk if I don't change my diet with her?
No.
Is it me, or have we had a lot of stanky puss emails this week? We've talked about this quite a bit this
Oh, if
week.
you want that weird smell is in the air.
Is this a side effect of COVID?
COVID crotch.
Oh. What would be the worst food if you were going down there milling around? You're like, oh no, probably broccoli.
Sausage and peppers?
What are we talking about?
The smell. If you were going,
Oh, if it
what would be the
smelled
worst?
like that?
What would be the if it's a change of diet and that's why her crotch has changed? Because that can happen. I think probably
Eggs would smell funky.
that would be You go down and you smell eggs. Ugh.
Yeah, that's not going to be
You hope for chocolate.
very appetizing.
Oh, I could get down with chocolate or chocolate and peanut butter.
Oh my! Well, that you marry. Okay, you go from 25% up to 80%. You marry that woman.
Does it do that? How much of a food do you have to eat before it smells like that food?
I don't know. I've never.
Does that happen where you eat a food and it smells like that food? I could see where it would change the pH balance. Like I know, for instance, a yogurt is good.
Yogurt is good. Too much sugar is bad.
If you're eating maybe garlic cloves or something, sometimes that gets through your pores, and I'd imagine pores are down there.
You got pores in your puss. That's just true.
Would that keep a vampire away?
Depends. I mean, if you're on your period, I would say no.
Yeah, he's got to. Can you imagine a poor vampire? He's like, I love the blood, but it smells like garlic.
I want to
what
drink
is
I feel like
Talk
any-
about a conflicted vampire.
Any decent vampire is going to power through that, though.
I agree. If I was a vampire, you got to power through that,
You got
right?
to power through that. I mean, it's not actual garlic. It's just the garlic adjacent aroma.
Oh my gosh, you just painted the worst case scenario for a horny vampire. Oh man.
I'm hungry. It smells like garlic.
What are you going to do?
Dang,
That
I'm
is
still
tough.
hung up on puss pores.
Yeah, there's a lot there to unpack.
Are we drinking?
I don't know.
All of a sudden, I feel like I'm drunk.
We're actually sober. And then I found out, too, I think our boss, Randy, listens to a lot of our After the Show podcasts.
Really?
I think so, man.
That's not good.
Not by choice.
She seems so nice and sweet.
I know, Randy, if you're listening, I'm so sorry.
Randy, if you're listening, turn it off.
Turn it off. We're filthy pirates.
David said we've been together for 2 years, but this dating lifestyle is a new thing for her. What should I do? I mean, you know.
It sounds like this girl's not very flexible and she wants to put her diet rules on you, and that's a choice. I mean, what you put in your body and how you want your body to look, it's a very personal choice. And he's telling you that you look too skinny because he loves you, and you can't turn around and tell him, oh, you need to be on a diet too. Like, that's not the right way to handle. This girl sounds like she's a lot of work.
And the other thing that happens sometimes is people change. If they get in shape and they change everything up in their life, they almost become a new person that you didn't fall in love with.
That's true.
What if y'all used to get down with eating snacks together, watching movies, and she's not eating snacks anymore? She's not watching movies. She's going to the gym. You guys don't have things in common anymore, and that could also be a cause. You couple that with, stank pank. Yeah, then we got some issues here.
In the Facebook chat, Lauren said keto crotch. Google it.
Is that real?
Gosh, Lauren,
Keto crotch? Kevin, let us smell your crotch.
Is it worse for women, I wonder, only because
No, I think it's a female thing. I don't think guys, like, you don't, I mean, of course, balls smell, but you don't have the same breeding ground that we do.
People on the keto diet, a diet based around eating low-carb, high-fat foods with moderate amounts of protein, are apparently experiencing what they call keto crotch. Imbalanced in the vagina.
Yeah, I don't think it's a man thing.
It always is.
I think these are going to be a women thing just because we have a petri dish. So.
Okay, can you stop making it sound horrible? You've said two things in the last 2 minutes. It's made me want to vomit. Please stop rooting.
A bacteria trap.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it says it can cause bad bacteria to grow.
All right, we gotta
That's what the smell is from. It's bacteria.
tap it out.
Wow, how about that? Never heard of the keto crotch.
And the website that I pulled up, it's got a vagina next to slabs of beef on a grill. It's kind of turning my stomach.
Mine has a piece of fish cut in the shape of a vagina.
Oh, I thought that was a vagina.
That's salmon. It's not a vagina. That's a piece of salmon.
That was a draw.
Oh, we need to get you some pussy.
Boy.
It's been a
You
while.
think salmon's a vagina now?
It's not a vagina. It's a piece of salmon.
Oh my
Stop
gosh.
Vagina shaming me.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it looks like a cartoon vagina. I'm
No, it
sorry.
does not.
Chat
That
room.
is a piece of salmon.
Chat room. Does that not look like a cartoon vagina?
That is a salmon.
Who draws a cartoon vagina?
I used to when I was a kid. I got in trouble for doing it in church.
Oh, Lord. In the house of the Lord?
Boobs and vaginas. But it wasn't anything pervy. I don't know. Stop talking, Bird.
Just say it out loud. I was drawing vaginas in church.
Boobs. I was just drawing naked bodies on the pamphlet. And
At what age?
probably 7.
Jeez, that's amazing. I love that.
He's had an appetite for quite a while.
Yeah,
For art.
He
It
peaked
was-
early, man.
No,
7.
It wasn't dirty. It was all about art.
Did it look like salmon?
It was classy. Because you know me, I'm a great drawer. Okay. When you blow up the picture, it does look like salmon.
You just don't see salmon that often.
You're right.
Or pussy.
All right, take it easy.
Well, pandemic. I don't
You see
know,
less
though.
of salmon.
That's a fair question.
Oh, my stomach hurts from laughing.
What have you seen more of in your lifetime?
Oh, salmon or vagina? Vagina? I hate salmon.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
It's not even close.
Don't be so offended.
Well, I'm offended about the salmon. Not the vagina, but more of the salmon.
Yeah, interesting. I'm learning like crazy here today.
Got any salmon on deck this weekend?
None.
Any vagina?
No fishing?
Bird just keeping it, good boy Bird.
You've been very text heavy today. I've been noticing you've been texting a lot.
Well, I'm not always texting on my phone. I'm also doing things for the show, like Instagram stuff. If you look, there's a new picture on our Instagram that was KVJ
It's a
style.
cartoon vagina.
It's salmon, Kevin.
He's drawing cartoon vaginas and posting on our social.
I was texting my boy
It's gonna get a lot of great reaction.
Frank, my boy Frank, Jim, Bigfoot. I was texting him.
Okay. I'm just trying to see what you're doing this weekend. If you're
What?
sniffing around any salmon. Likes to swim upstream.
Yeah. Not
Well,
too far.
Salmon's never sounded any better.
Interesting. Somebody sent a cool diagram. We were talking earlier about this hurricane that is out there and how they just keep hitting the Gulf. Was it 6 storms that have kind of hit that same area?
Yeah, they've had 6 in the
Dang.
same area from the Panhandle to the Texas coast. Like, it's a lot, y'all. That's a Gulf Coast nightmare.
Texas coast not as good as Texas toast. Can I get an amen on that?
You're right. Texas toast is delicious.
Make a grilled cheese on
It's
that.
not healthy though.
No,
Oh.
but make a grilled cheese with Texas toast, and then you put some cheddar in the middle, and then you actually slap some barbecue on it.
And then you lay in the bed and you don't shit for a week.
Sounds like a good time.
Vicious V's got me in stitches today.
I know.
Vicious dishes.
You lost it.
Aww.
It's direct hurricane hits on the U.S. mainland from 1851 to 2017. And Florida's taking the brunt of the hits, 120 direct hits from hurricanes in that time
It should. I mean, think about it. We are
Yeah.
a damn peninsula.
We are the dong hanging off America.
We are America's dick.
We are.
And we are well hung. So hurricanes should be hitting our ass.
If we're the dick, who's the butthole? Is it Jersey? Nothing against Jersey.
I don't want that fight.
It's a long fight.
120 direct hits for Florida, and then the second most is Texas with 64. Then you got North Carolina with 55, and then Louisiana with 54. So if you're looking at ranking the states, worst place to go, that's what you get. In fact, if you look at your Alabama that is in there, that's only 24 hits. Kind of that would be like around the Panhandle area. So not too bad, actually. And Mississippi is 19. So not that many at all. So Louisiana in the Gulf, it's between Texas and Louisiana. It takes a majority of those hits.
It's just like based on geography alone, Texas has way more coastline. Louisiana has way more coastline. Mississippi and Alabama basically have little coastline.
Spell Mississippi, go. Mississippi.
Really?
All right, never mind. Fuck. It's Fridays. Have some fun. Screw that.
M-I-S-S.
No, never mind. I'm over it. I'm turned off.
Can you get a louder water bottle? What the fuck?
Sorry. Sounds like a bear drinking water.
Good Lord.
Who gave a bear a Zephyr Hills bottle?
Oh.
Annihilate.
Yeah, so I guess for anybody who's looking at that, that'd be a good little map to see. So thanks for setting that. So Florida is big time in the lead, pretty much double what Texas does. So Florida's the worst by a lot. So, but I haven't heard anybody talking about, I'm getting out of here. And like Jay Bird had said, I think that where we are, weird, this 3-county thing, for the most part, minus Hurricane Andrew, we're pretty blessed. Outside of 2004, we've gotten very, very fortunate.
Very
Time's
lucky.
gonna run out, though.
You are right.
Just those are the numbers.
Just by numbers alone, I mean, if we are the dong sticking out into the ocean, we get more than anybody else. We haven't got one in a while. We are due.
We're right here. We're asking for. Hey, come on, hurricane.
Look at all these beautiful buildings we built right on the beach. Come and get us.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. If you have a house on the water or anywhere near the inland, that's gotta really suck for her. You have to take it seriously.
It's got to be a different level of
is.
stress.
It is.
I had heard that we're protected by the Gulf Stream, too. That helps. That the current kind of takes a lot of the storms. Like you look at that Floyd that we thought was going to hit the Gulf Stream, and it just took it right up north and takes it right up to North Carolina or
I'm
wherever.
a fan of that Gulf Stream, man.
Yeah, that's an interesting note.
There you go. So you're learning about keto crotch and hurricanes and everything else.
It's over.
It is, my
It's
man.
over,
I feel like we were just warming up.
Your week is over, baby. It's all good.
8 more minutes.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm going to leave, but you guys stay.
Let's go find some salmon.
Here.
All right, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Don't forget, go and sign up if you have not already to get some free groceries. The KVJ Workday Grocery Giveaway, 9 a.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m., continuing next week. Just go sign up at WRMF.com. We'll see you later.
Clinic Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.